I think it's easier to laugh than cry sometimes.
Yeah, well, I'm crying now, which is good.
There you go. It's good. Both and. It's no. I think, and even the way you said that it changed the way you looked at others, like other guys.
Yeah.
So was it more objectifying? Was it more?
Yeah, it was objectifying. It was, I didn't respect them. I couldn't like focus in a conversation. I got scared of looking at them in the eye because I was afraid of objectifying them.
Yeah.
I started to, in very subtle ways, try to like seduce them. Not in like blatant ways, but just like little bits of immodesty in my dress or in my speech.
Because you want to get the same attention from them.
Exactly.
And then they would not be the abuser. They'd be another guy.
Exactly.
And that seems nicer and safer.
Yeah. Actually, the thing is it wasn't safer. This is a lie that society tells about pornography and masturbation, is that it's safe.
But it's not.
It's not safe. For women, it's safe because you're not dealing with having intimacy with another human person, which can be very scary. But it is absolutely not safe.
Agreed.
It is dangerous for our hearts and for our relationships with other people and our relationship with ourselves. And if my relationship with myself is now in danger, ergo, my relationship with God is in utter danger. Because if I hate myself, I'm not going to be able to appear before God in honesty.
And if there's no outward signs or proof, like if you're struggling with being an alcoholic, your friends may see you drunk, or they may see their beer cans. You've become great at deleting everything and hiding all your history on the computer, and it's not something you're just going to come out and say. So it's very easy to keep that hidden.
Yeah, and I think we also, women, it's the way that it affects us, maybe different from men, is that we're very good at we know how to make ourselves beautiful, and we know how to, if you have been taught sexual education like the way that I was in high school, those women on the screen are teaching you how to be beautiful. And that's not beauty.
How sad is that?
It's very sad.
It's women that are shells of who they really are.
Exactly.
Teaching you. And we've been blessed to have friends over the years. One woman in particular, we use fake names. So I'm not going to even use any names because I forget which fake names we use for different women. But one woman, I think we call her April. I'm going to go with April.
That's really nice.
Told me.
Each other like that.
Yeah, we have different. So she talked about this poor woman got into pornography because of her husband. He wanted them to make easy money, and this was an easy way of doing it, and she could help and play her part. And she said that she would do drugs just so she can get through the scenes.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And she would do drugs and drink just so she could get through the scenes. And she's like, we all hated ourselves. Like, we had things in our heads that we would say to the other people, and you're cursing them out. So in the video, it looks like, it doesn't, I don't know that it looks like they're in love, but it looks like a functional relationship and the two are coming together or whatever else, but it's her yelling and cursing at him, hating him in the scene, but smiling or looking sexy or whatever, like lying with her body. But inside, it's so, we had a teen in Ireland as well who went to a similar school. It was I won't say the school, but it would be like the Florida State of the UK. And she found herself in trouble for money. And so she started going to a strip joint to pay off her lifestyle, that she had become accustomed to really nice things. And she said she couldn't get out of debt. She said the more she would go, the more she would need a drink.
Wow.
And just to get through. And she just found herself so stuck.
Yeah.
And hated men. She's like, I hate them. I hate all of them now.
Yeah.
Like, she had a father wound
terrible.
before, for sure. And her parents were kind of similar in the aspect that they the dad left at kind of crucial times in her life. And her relationship with guys wasn't great, but she didn't have the venom and the fierceness and the hatred towards them until she found herself stripping.
And again, it's a self-protection mechanism.
Yeah.
Like, she hated men for quote unquote good reason.
Yeah.
You know, her hatred was rooted in self-protection. That actually brings up a point, and then we'll veer back to my story, but that brings up a point I wanted to just expose. Our title is Exposing the Lies. Female-friendly porn. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
Female-friendly. Oh, it just...
I know there's like a bajillion genres and way more than... Yeah.
It's like this lie that the women in these videos are not being humanly trafficked. They're not on drugs. Everything is consensual. Everything is fine. Or like amateur porn, where it's like, we are a happy couple and we want to show you how we love each other. I don't belong in your bedroom. No, thank you. Like, there's something so wrong about that. I don't care if you're completely consensual about putting this online. Number one, you're still making money, let's be honest. Two, ain't nobody belong in that bedroom.
Yeah. I think that they've lied to themselves so much that they're comfortable lying to others.
It's so, it's breaking the true definition of intimacy. And the definition that we hear of, like, into me see, you know? It's not into me and this other person who's watching on the video see. No, it is sacred. It is so sacred. That is why it's protected.
Yeah. But when it is abused and calloused, it is it's the problem is not that it shows too much of the body. It shows too little. It's so, like, saying that you are just your body, like, it's way too little. You're so much more than that.
Yeah.
And if it's like, okay, well, if I'm only this, then I can do whatever I want with this, and then I'm truly free.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're re-breaking, and you're so scarred, you can't even see that you're so broken.
Yeah.
And you're saying that you're empowered from it, that you're free from it.
Or that you're mature.
Or you're mature.
Because it's labeled adult.
Yeah.
But it's the least adult thing.
Yeah.
Pornography and masturbation is the least adult thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am not allowing my gift of self to be received in its proper context.
Okay.
It's turning in upon myself and completely disordering how God created my sexuality to flower and to thrive.
Yeah.
And that is immaturity.
Mm-hmm.
That's not adult. That's not maturity. I don't care how many cosmopolitan articles say, like, you women, you have to know, you have to explore yourself, you have to know what this feels like before you get... It is completely untrue.
Yeah.
And it creates a heartbreak that one has to heal from before you give yourself to anybody.